coverage. Results continue to file in from around the country. Now let's get to some Nevada results, especially in the presidential race. I'm Dave Courvoisier.
And I'm Denise Valdez. Let's get right to those numbers tonight, as Nevada is now looking with just 1% of the precincts reporting Hillary Clinton.
We'll check in again another half hour. Thanks for joining us for your local election headquarters. Have a good evening.
Headline News. I'm Gordon Graham. The sensitive mirror of the Hubble Space Telescope will soon be catching its first glimmers of starlight. This morning,
the heat goes on across the eastern U.S. with readings in the 80s and 90s expected from the Mississippi River to New England, where temperatures will reach the 60s and 70s. Different story in the Dakotas, which remain in the 30s and 40s today. The Northwest will see readings in the 50s as interior California warms into the 80s and 90s.
U.S. health officials are lobbying for at least a partial ban on cigarette advertising. The Centers for
Sunday morning, the true story of the birth of a nation.
Without Jerusalem, there is no Israel.
Kirk Douglas cast a giant shadow. An award theater presentation. 10:35 Eastern on TBS Sunday morning.
Ranger Rubs your enemies with headline sports. Ageless Nolan Ryan was on a roll Thursday night.
An ABC News brief. Now from Washington, Sheila Cast.
Good evening. Defense Secretary Aspen today ordered the military to end its ban on women serving as combat pilots. He's also asking Congress to lift its ban on females serving on warships. Broadcaster and former North Carolina State basketball coach Jim Valvano is dead of bone cancer at the age of 47. Later on Nightline, Attorney General Reno takes heat for Waco, but fires right back. That's Newsbrief.
You're watching KSBB TV, Channel 5, Great Falls and Helena.
Father Jenko is back in Illinois a week after being freed in Lebanon. South Carolina farmers send thanks for the haylift via a video.
And we'll look at today's activities at the Decatur celebration.
Good evening, I'm Dick Adams.
And I'm Yvonne Simons. Also on tonight's Channel 3 News, an arrest in an apparent cocaine death in Decatur. This Bruner is promising nice weather ahead.
And Rich Miller with a report on London preparing for the Bears and their new British kicker, all coming next.
From the News Center, this is the Channel 3 News.
Good evening. Father Lawrence Martin Jenko came home to Joliet today, a week after he was released as a hostage in Lebanon. At a reception, and still ahead in the Channel 3 News, a prominent figure from the McCarthy era is dead.
And I'll have a report on the busy Decatur celebration. Stay with us.
What gives Slice that extra kick? Juice. We got the juice. We got the blast. We got the taste that no one has. We got the juice. We got the twist. We got what's fighting 7-Up and mix. 10% fruit juices. We got the juice. We got the burst. Slice, slice. We turn it loose to cool your thirst. So nice. We got the juice. Diet too. Slice, slice.
prevented.
When you need to know what's happening now.
We're following breaking news just into our newsroom right now.
Still a very active scene out here.
Steps that you can take now to prevent a disaster.
The snow showers continue across the central part of the state right now.
What's new?
New information tonight.
CBS 4's Trevor Shirley broke this story.
We do know tonight that there is a person of interest.
And what's next?
We're following the story closely.
He's tracking a winter storm that will impact your weekend plans.
You can depend on the experience of Indiana's very own CBS 4. Winter.
This is an NBC News special report. President Obama's farewell address. From Chicago, here's Lester Holt.
And good evening.
With news for Vincennes and the surrounding area, this is Newsbreak 22.
Watch your speed.